Unmute me. Hello, welcome to Chaotic Calling Streaming. My name is Darwin. I am running a game of D&D with some of my friends here. I think they're my friends. I don't know. Are we still friends, guys? I know I did it dirty
On
last week.
I'm
I
still
did.
your friend.
All right, cool. I got friends still. So yeah, well, let's just do the little intro like normal. So we have Maxwell, Lord Maxwell. I can remember.
Hello.
Bravos. Lord Maxwell.
Wait, what?
Nothing. I have to put your new name down because I forgot. We also have Julia Child. I mean, Oria.
Oh, where am I? Why is it so dark? What's happening?
Ah,
Then there's Baywin.
Hello.
And then there's Alexander.
greetings and salutations, my friends.
So, last time on Curse of Strahd, the party found out that Esmeralda got kidnapped. We found her weapons. We sussed out some ideals of where they might be. Went to the Blue Water Inn. Some were ravens have informed that some of their kind have not come back from the winery, and that is their number one suspect of where one Dravos, is hanging out. Apparently, though, since Dravos fled the scene, he spent all night getting busy with his plans. Like he had something to do. He had a task. He regrouped all the old colleagues that have came up missing because apparently now it's a vampire lord. You know where everybody is whenever you want. And he located Murdoch. He located Zap, Moran Zapigan, and then Doran Rakefire. He rejoined the old group together, and we had a smashing time. We defeated Bran pretty quickly, but Murdoch definitely proved to be more than he seemed, as the druid vampire spawn shifted not from a great frog that he started out as, but as a giant stone golem, and proceeded to leave the vicinity. He fled to the cellar. You guys infiltrated the winery. You made your way down to the basement in several long-winded attempts to bust the door down. As the doors were trapped and locked, it took you a while. Nobody's a rogue in this group, so yeah, things take a little longer. Even then, though, even a rogue might have a problem with a door from day to day. But you managed to find at least 2 entrance ways down. The assault starts, you attack, and it isn't long before Dravos' plan is played out to fruition, where all of you are slowly decimated, as not only the rock golem known as King Murdoch helps his old ally, but Esmeralda, who has been turned recently, fights up against Rictavio and the rest of you, and you've met a very terrible fate, as all of you are knocked unconscious, but your souls are ripped from your bodies. You look down, you only see darkness around you and the place where your bodies are currently being fed upon. A visage of mist and smoke fill your vision. You can't help but feel your spectral form floating just above your body. Esmeralda leans over the corpse of Rictavio and feeds while crying. The rocky golem reshapes to the dwarf known as Murdoch, and in unison they take in all the corpses, and Dravos prepares to create even more vampire spawns out of the corpse. A feminine age voice calls out to you in a spectral form. No, that's not how this story ends. And with a whisk, the scene fades to black. Scent of smoke and brimstone eerily takes your senses as your eyes slowly widen and awaken to a new world. You find yourselves at a campfire and a single tent with a candlelight glowing before its entrance. A path is clearer to you as without hesitation you move forward. Upon entering the tent, you find yourself seated at a table. Across from you, each of your allies who went to face Dravos head on. Oria, Baywin, Alexander, Lord Maxwell, and Rictavio. An elderly woman leans out to have her face revealed as she starts to speak. Alas, the fates have tarnished and forsaken my family. I must intervene. Madame Ava sits before you as she huddles over a crystal orb, and her tarot deck lies before her. Your fates got twisted and corrupted as you discovered many secrets of this domain in the Amber Temple, but alas, that secret managed to create another threat in this realm. As if one vampire lord wasn't enough, we have to tend to 2. Fates are fickle without intervention. She weaves her hands over an orb, and what can only be felt as warmth takes your form. And so right now you are feeling this warm energy start succumbing your essence, succumbing your spiritual form. Before I bestow to you with my hopes, I shall read you new fate. and she starts to shuffle the Taraka deck that is before you. At this point here, you can find your words. You can actually start speaking as she starts to prepare a new reading for you.
What is actually going on here, my friends? I don't understand.
Where's the rat bastard Casimir who just abandoned us? Wait, what?
Unfortunately, that soul did not die, so I could not retrieve it.
Praise the Morning Lord. We've been spared a life of misery with the undead.
Asking for the blessings of a lord that can't hear you fully is foolish at this point. It is through my intervention you are here today.
Well,
So,
I'm guessing then we should say thank you to you then.
you are my hope.
Thank you, my lady.
You are my hope. And it is with this hope that I do such a great task. She sighs heavily, and then she starts to shuffle the cards before her. You're still in like a space between fully living and still spectral, but your voices are still being projected. You can still be heard. I shall redo the reading. It seems that not all fates were met properly. You already know where the Sun Sword is.
Do I still have the Sun Sword, or is that
No.
one's gone? Okay.
You know where that is. So, if you want that back, you know where you gotta go. But what I'm basically going to do is re-roll the Taraka deck, and it's going to take me a second. I didn't do all this in prep. I figure I'd do it on the fly here as we're getting started. So, placement of the 3 important treasures can be used against Strahd. Okay, so the first one will be the tome. The second one's the holy symbol. The third one we'll ignore because we already know where that's at. So, put this here. We'll put that there. Oh, I was going to flip them, but okay, whatever. Okay, so this is why I do this beforehand. This is why I do it beforehand. Because I didn't realize it was not going to have the card flipped over in advance. Shame on you.
Here, I'll cover my eyes.
Nah, it's fine. Here we go. Alright, so these 2 cards we have to redo. I might leave the other one well, it depends. I might have to replace Casimir because Casimir abandoned you guys. You know what I mean? He said, you know what?
Yeah.
This fight's not mine. I'm out of here. Alright, so the first one, as we flip it over, she slowly flips over the card and indicates to you the shepherd. Okay, so I need to look under. There's another treasure location. Sorry. So number 4. Okay, it's not swords. I'm guessing this is. Can't tell what those are.
Wands.
Is it wand? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Master of Stars. Master of Coin. Coins. Then we have glyphs. Okay, that's probably glyphs. Right. She says unto you, find the mother, she who gave birth to evil. Wow, unfortunately, that still sends you somewhere you don't. Anyway.
That sounds terrifying. We said the spawn evil. It's like, oh god, I wonder what that is.
No,
No.
not spawned evil. Gave
No.
birth to evil.
Find the mother, she who gave birth to evil. What do you think of me?
Okay.
I'm thinking of Strahd's mom.
It sounds like Strahd's mom.
You
Or
are,
Travis's mom.
well, I'll put it to you this way. You are correct the first time. By the way, I'll go ahead and get that battle started while we're. Sorry about that. Alright, so yeah, there's the first one. The second one is. Require me to move the screen down so I can flip it. Tax collector. Rah, 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 rah. What is that? Okay, it's not the
8
same
of coins.
Bitcoin. The Vistani have what you seek. A missing child holds the key to the treasure's release.
Wait. Isn't that what King Murdoch
Hmm?
solved for us?
You're on the right path, I think.
I'm still listening, but I got a train coming. I'm muting myself.
Yeah. So just to reiterate,
Don't
the
die.
Thomas, no, don't run over Dravos. We need him. The Vistani have what you seek. A missing child holds the key to the treasure's release. So, who do you think that is? Like, I will say, like, you should have an idea where this is.
That's
Yeah,
the
it's
little
at the other
girl that
Vistani
Murdoch
camp.
saved.
It's yeah. Yep.
Alright. And like I said, we're going to skip the Sun Sword. Because we know where that's at. The next one on here is we must do the high deck. We go to the high deck. Yeah, so what we're doing is we're redoing all the twisted fates that we have because, you know, you guys twisted fate way too much. So this is part of the bargain. Like, in order for us to continue, we have to redeal fate. So we're gonna redeal fate a new hand. So that means even this is getting redealt. I want to give this to me, please. Thank you. There you go. Next 2 cards. So this one goes here. This one goes there. I'll just. Oh god, missed. Again.
Oh, damn.
Oh man. Alright, so Mist might rule you guys out from having an ally. Which makes sense, because Casimir abandoned you, right?
Yes.
So you won't get any benefits for having an ally. Let me look at Strahd's enemy and all that good stuff. So just to verify the Mist, I'm pretty sure that is if it's on. Yeah, because this is the enemy. So yeah, let's see. Or wait, maybe I'm wrong. Okay. A Vistani wanders this land alone. Search for her mentor. She does not stay in one place for long. Seek her out at St. Markovia's Abbey near the Mist. Oh dear lord, this is
Oh,
twisted.
that
I
doesn't
love
work.
it. I love it. No, that
Wait.
does work. That does work.
Oh my god. That's
That's
scary.
That is twisted. That is twisted. You know who it refers to, though, right?
I
think
do.
so.
I do not.
Who do you think it is?
Esmeralda.
Esmeralda. That's what makes it scary.
Mhm.
But it
So
says seek out her
her master.
Yeah.
She can be found in
Wouldn't
the
that-
Abbey of St. Markovia. Place you haven't been.
But-
So maybe she's going somewhere. That's where you'll find her.
But isn't Esmeralda's master Rictavio?
And the thing is, yeah, that's true. I just want you to remember what happened to her beforehand. Alright. Final
Okay.
card is Strahd's location. So she points to the middle card, and this is where you will find that which needs to be dealt with. I pray you're in time. He lurks in the one place to which he must return, a place of death.
That sounds like there may be a crypt under the castle.
I assume that's where he sleeps because, as we learned from Rictavio, if we was to kill him in his sleeping spot, we could slay,
Oops. What did I do?
Strahd.
Alright, I think you guys are on the right path. I think you guys got this figured out. So I've copied these into my OneNote so I can record this as well. And then I'll start the next map on Stream Raiders. I know you're all here for that Stream Raiders nonsense. Let's get some more of that going real quick, and then we're going to get right back into this, because we need to prepare us for the next scene. I will place this guy down as well. Alright, next up
It made me place it where I didn't want to place it.
Oh, no. At least we know where we head first.
Before
The
I
easiest one.
Yeah, so before she did this, she stated, "Before I bestow you with my hopes, I shall read your new fate." After she finishes the reading, a soft tear drips from Madame Ava's eye as she whispers to the flames, "May my faith lend you strength, and may my hope reach those who need it most. You are our last hope." After this, you all find yourselves restored with all of your possessions and in a single tent close to the village of Barovia. This was the camp where the rest of the Vistani were previously, but only Madame Ava's tent remains and an abandoned campfire as well. As you look around the current tent, you see a crumpled form behind the table where you saw Madame Ava. Yeah, and the Sun Sword is not in your possession. That's the one thing you do not have.
Can I... It sounds like a dumb thing to ask, but can I roll a medicine check on that?
Yes, well, you can go over there and take a look too.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll throw a medicine. And why
I'll
did I say medicine?
I'll throw medicine at her head as I go check this out. Yeah, that's fair. What did we get on that medicine check as I'm fiddling around?
5.
Yep, and she's breathing. You can bring her back. CRP, do it.
I
Baylor.
too would like to.
Huh?
You need to heal this woman.
Staying alive.
I gotta.
Questions.
Okay, so maybe there's some desperation going on. Madame Ava clearly sacrificed her life to bring you all back. As you can see her in a wisp-looking form, her form has kind of like came in deeper on itself, almost like the liquid of her life has been drained dry. And yeah, you see Oria's like she's got to be alive, like she's trying to find pulse, she's trying to make an excuse that she's alive. But Lord Maxwell, you can clearly see no vitals that she's even alive.
Lord Maxwell will turn to the party. My friends, she is no longer amongst the living. I fear that she may have sacrificed her own being to bring us back from the brink. She
More
is.
blood on my hands.
She is gone.
Damn.
This is all because
You are currently inside a tent here, though. So, is there anything else you guys want to do?
I really would ask the party
out of respect for Madame Ava, Lord Maxwell is going to walk up to beside her and kneel on the ground with his fist over his center of his chest where his core is, and just bow his head and give a moment of silence for Madame Ava.
Fair enough. Go ahead
Hey,
there,
when we
Oria.
must-
Oh, I thought I heard Oria trying to chime in.
I was just gonna be like, I'm guessing we only get one chance, Rictavio.
And that is true. Rictavio
So-
is there with you.
Rictavio, is there a possible way to make it so that she doesn't become a dark being of this world? Or at least give her a proper rest so that we don't have to fear of her, returning
I-
as something that she doesn't want to be as.
Seeing as she has done a very unnatural ritual already, I don't think there's any way for the darkness of this realm to claim her. But we should
So you're
definitely
saying I
give
don't
her.
need to...
We should probably still give her a proper burial.
Do you want to?
wisest
Do you
thing.
have this? Do you have the possibility of doing this? Funeral. Possibly. She did just, save our asses.
Might I make a suggestion?
I mean, we have a paladin here who could give a sermon if we need it.
Mhm.
That's what I was going to say. With Baywin here being paladin nature, I would think it would be best if he did the funeral rites. I will get started on the grave. What say we bury her next to the lake? Give her at least a decent view.
and you all.
Sure.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just
try
gonna say it could help dig the hole and we can get her body prepared.
I'll help you out, Baywin, and I'll also have my familiar keep that watch of things coming to us.
Yeah, Rictavio will, at the very least, like prep the body for you. Like this isn't his first rodeo. He's done this kind of stuff before. And I need to get this part off the table. There, off the table. So you see him grabbing incense and oils and various solutions to kind of like help preserve the body, and then trying to find stuff to wrap it up in. And the rest of you start to exit out the tent. And as you look around, you recall this place used to have several tents pitched. It had several people here. Everybody in her camp has abandoned this place or left on their own accord, or who knows, maybe by her command, who knows. But the only tent that's here was Madame Ava's and just the empty campfire that was left.
Lord Maxwell will go like about 20 feet from the lake and not even using tools will start digging the hole with his bare hands.
Fair enough. Make
Um,
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I was gonna say finish that. I'll finish what after
Athletics.
he gets his roll. You know.
Athletics. Go for it. Now what do you want?
Oh my god.
Apparently it's hard rock here. Your metal frame can't dig through it enough.
I would like to go to a spot that's not hard rock and pick that.
You go to find out that maybe this whole place is made of hard rock.
I lost my train of thought. It's all that crit feel.
I know, right?
With that said, instead of digging, Lord Maxwell will go find rocks large enough that a random animal couldn't move them. And I was thinking like an old school burial of stones.
Yeah, that's
Seen
probably
it.
doable. Make an investigation or perception check, whatever you want to use, to scan the area nearby.
Perception.
I'll even let you use survival if you got it. All right, perception. You do find various large stones that have been used for like seating arrangements, and especially around the campfire itself. You start tearing down the campfire, taking the huge rocks, and kind of like getting a burial position made. With time and assuming assistance from everybody else, you are able to lower the bagged up frame of the old lady and set her into the cairns, and then slowly start building on top of her.
I would
now I
lower her
remember.
in there gently.
Yeah, I already did that for you. Go for it.
Before we forget, I want to make sure, since we are on a time limit and we might need to rush. When we woke up and we stepped out of the tent, what time of day was it? Since we did enter the vampire lair early in the morning, if I remember.
It was about noon.
It is dusk.
Not much sunlight left. Let's get this going and then let's not rest. We better head to find our things that she gave us.
By the way, everybody has all their spell slots. Everybody has all their HP. You are fully restored as if you had a long rest.
Okay.
So, after we bury Madame Ava, the tent poles, are they made of wood or metal?
Poles? Probably wood.
Wood. Lord Maxwell would grab one and snap it off and proceed to shave it into a spike.
Fair enough.
Oh, are you trying to make sure she doesn't come back?
That's not what I'm doing.
Okay, just saying, like that's kind of brutal.
I was just
makes
gonna.
sense in Kurt's Strahd.
I was just gonna wait to see what was happening, but yeah, at the same time, I was on both trains. I didn't know which one to step off of though. I assume
I'll give you a
you're you're marking the grave is basically what I'm thinking, right?
nope.
Well then,
Are you
just
making
lead me
Making
it
through.
mistakes ahead of time?
Tell me your intentions so we don't spend all day doing this. You're on a tight schedule,
Uh,
remember? What's your
well,
intentions? I need to know if
from
there's roles
what
involved.
Rick Tavio, from what we've been told from Rick Tavio, you need to drive the stake into a vampire's heart while he's in his resting place. Why spend
Okay.
the whole game looking for a stake when I can just make one right here, right now?
Well, okay, then that's the simple of it. Like you could have literally gone into the woods and pulled down a branch and make a stake. But yeah, okay, we thought you had something more nefarious in plans here. All right, fair enough. I just want to make sure we're on the same page. Don't leave me hanging. All right. So yeah, you
Yep.
prepare to make a stake. That's perfectly fine. Anything else you guys are doing in this area as you're finishing up the
Um,
rites?
I I do. Like, one, I have two questions for Rick Tavio. Be like, Rick Tavio, I think you're the only person right now that can help us in the time since you researched this whole area. She told us about the one that birthed the evil. Where do you think that might be?
Where do you think it is? I'm pretty sure you already know the answer to this question.
But that's the thing that confuses me. If we had to head back to Ravenloft, like, I can understand that. But from what she described then, it sounds like you know who had a mom.
Well, didn't you have a mom?
Why? Well, yes, as far as I remember, which is very
And
little, but
I am pretty sure after 400 years she's no longer living.
and
Then you're
yet
not.
why would you tell us that?
Because what you seek is
Maybe
where she is.
yes.
It is nothing more than a reference point.
Do you know
Well,
where
Could
she
be a
lived,
tomb.
or where? Let me correct that. Do you know where she lived or where she was laid to rest?
You do realize Ravenloft was named after her.
I did not.
I really did not either.
Well then, there's some lore for you.
What about then? Oh, as Baywin's finishing up those ceremonies, where do you think those Vistanis went then? That might help us out, figure it out where. And more importantly, where is this abbey she mentioned?
That is a good question. I don't know if I know right offhand. As the DM
Is
Do you
himself
think
doesn't know offhand either.
I was about to say like, oh, I'll give you an excuse there. I'll be like, can you think you could look on the map?
I'm
You're the only one that kind of know their way.
hold on. It was called Markovia.
to say
Wait,
that we are in.
the Abbey of Markovia. Wait, is that in Barovia?
Is it in Barovia?
Well, I don't know. I don't see it anymore. That's a good question.
I
Didn't
only
ask that.
just remember you saying it's the Abbey. And I'm like, that must be a new place.
Uh, okay, yeah, but it should be called the Abbey, right? I should be looking for something called the Abbey.
Yeah, the Abbey.
Alright, what do we got? Aha! Oh, we've never been there before. It is labeled as S on the map, I believe. Here, I don't know if you see letters on your end. Do you see letters?
We do not
No,
see letters.
All right, so let me
we
look this
do
up for
not.
Let me look this up for you. So we're looking for S. S is
If I remember correctly, it should be in the north.
yeah, I think so. We're looking. We're looking.
That kind of would make sense.
L
Like,
M
is it by
N
the
O
lake?
P Q R S. Here we are. way on the other side of the world.
Ah, so past where we have to go for Dravos.
Oh
Great.
my god. So, I'm guessing we gotta find a Bastani first. Maybe the resting place of the mom, and then
The
we
sword.
go. Then we go to the Abbey, then the sword, and then we rush back to Ravenloft.
Oh, we're kind
That's
of close,
gonna
aren't
get
we?
tight.
Well, Faywin, are you are about to finish the rites? I might as well say some things before we go.
Yeah.
Well, the best thing I think we could say to her is simply thank you for giving us a second chance to, one, stop an evil, but stop a future evil from coming fruition as well. And then you see your point to Alex. Don't waste a second chance.
Not like you
Do you
have
think
3 reincarnations left.
Funny.
Lord
No, I'm mentioning that
would
because he
step-
basically caused the other vampire lord.
I'm Alexander is quiet.
Well then, how about we look at the camp and see maybe where the Vistani, what direction they went.
AKA
I doubt they
survival.
would.
If you're
Someone,
tracking, yeah, if you're
so
making it, yeah, if you're tracking, let's do survival. Like I do need to prompt you guys to get started here.
I'm gonna help with
Yeah.
survival because I don't have good survival.
I'll help.
We lost our ranger, so who has the best survival?
Lord Maxwell will
So
help.
what was it? It was either needing to do a survival or a.
No, it's just survival because you're tracking. Survival is tracking. Tracking is survival.
Who has the best survival?
Alright.
Octavio has a +4.
Let's let Octavio do it.
Yeah.
What the hell?
But since he already rolled, I mean,
No.
you know,
I
to be
mean, I was
fair,
doing it individually.
to be fair, it would be probably the same result regardless. So Rictavio comes out to where the path splits in 2 different directions, and then what you see are tracks going in both directions. They did not go as a group. They splitted off. They went their own way. Some went north, some went south. Looks like
Huh.
they've broke camp and broke everything as well.
Damn. Then we gotta pick a direction because honestly, we're just looking for that leader of the Vistani. Do you think you'd go deeper, or do you think you would try to leave Barovia?
The Fistani can leave at will. They are in favor of the Lord.
That's kind of why I thought to ask. For a leader,
So,
would you think he'd just leave, or do you think he would
I mean,
go farther in?
he brought you guys here, did he not?
No, that was the old man. Unless he's the leader, then I'll be like, kind of like, what the hell happened to you? Did you just dye your beard?
I kind of just went
Either way, no, that was more of me out of character telling you that. But Rictavio's viewpoint is like, if they figure there's something about to happen and they don't want to be a part of it, then they would have left. So seeking out anybody who was formerly part of this camp is probably not the thing to do.
I do think we need to go to the other.
One of the clues did lead us to another Fistani camp we're aware of, did it not?
That might be the one. Well
I'm not-
then,
If I'm not mistaken, if we don't need supplies, then we can forego going to the village. Probably best not to go there anyway. But how are we looking? Is everybody okay as far as supplies go? Are we able to make a trip? Are we capable?
supply-wise, we should be fine. If we have all of our items left on us, then we
Well,
should be able to leave.
I will say this: I do have 10 rations, and I don't need to eat.
All right, you piglet. You don't need to brag either.
No, I mean that
I
I can use it.
know, I know, I know. I'm just saying your information
That
is
would
not
kind of
relevant
help
to the
me
point.
out because I burned through. Well, no, that does help me out because I'm out of rations.
Let's see here. I'm trying to figure out how long it's going to take to
But
get to. So if you
then I
decide-
basically like then before we go, let's throw our packs together and figure out what we have. And I'm gonna put my pack out, and I'm basically gonna show that I have, well, 2 potions of invulnerability, 4 healing potions, 1 potion of greater healing, and then the one of wealth
Lord,
and secrets.
Lord Maxwell has a pedigree, a purse, chainmail, rapier.
We don't
sword.
need the full thing. We just need to know what other people can find useful.
I have 10 potions, 10 torches,
When the
10
hell did you
ration.
find 10
water.
potions?
Came with the pack.
I
What
don't
potions
think
do you
potions didn't. Yeah, what potions do you have?
Just the standard potions.
Because
Healing
the pack.
potions.
Yeah, are they healing potions? Because you shouldn't have 10 of them. Because I don't recall ever giving you a shopping experience.
Then they had to have come with the pack
They don't
because
come
I
with the
haven't.
pack. There's nothing in this game that gives you 10 healing potions off the bat.
Hold on. Let's ask
mean-
this question. What's your pack? What is the pack called?
Uh,
I'm just going to look at your
Mm.
character sheet.
Is it
yeah,
potion brewing? Because if he took the potion brewing kit, then
Those
he
are
would have.
pythons, not potions.
Mm.
No, those are pythons. They're used for climbing.
Oh,
It's the climber's kit. Okay.
That's an I, not an O. No, okay. I was like, wait a minute, something's not right here. It's fine. Like it's easy to mistake.
oh yeah.
Easy
Well,
to
I
mistake.
was leaning, reading it.
Yeah.
So, and I read.
All right. So here's let's. Okay, I know you want to check through your supplies and stuff, but let's get to the relevant stuff. Like your supplies, we can definitely do along the way. But as far as relevancy and what we're doing in this moment, are we hanging around in this camp, dilly dallying, counting supplies? Or are we
No.
walking? Are we moving?
We're-
And if so,
We're
I've
definitely
done it.
moving.
All right. So here's the story. So 12 miles to get to Valaki, and you can make it 8 if you cut through the woods. Now let's consider how long does it take. It takes about an hour to do a mile, right?
Mm.
That's if you're
Yeah.
walking.
Maybe about 2 hours if it's rough terrain.
I mean, if you stay on the road, it won't be rough terrain. So it'd be
If you if you do 4 miles an hour, which is a standard walking speed, that's 4 miles an hour.
That's
if you
4
push it-
miles. Yeah. So that's a total of 3 hours you can go. So we're probably looking at 6 in the evening. If you don't run into any complications along the way, you could go the full 12 miles and arrive there at 9 o'clock at night. Otherwise, you have to risk going through the woods and cut off maybe half an hour to get there a little faster.
I think in this case, it might be faster just to cut through the woods because while we are in the best shape possible, we don't exactly know how many adversaries we currently have, nor do we know how many possible encounters with Mr. Vampire Lord or Dravos that we could have. So
Counter argument. Going through the woods straight forward, we could also encounter a lot of wildlife.
and we could
Yes,
get
but
lost.
we can
Yeah,
beat
if
wildlife.
If we stay on
Well,
the road, we can
I
move
have
over on the road.
I
Anyway,
have an
stop it.
idea.
Make sure you let people finish. All right, speak your mind.
So if we stick to the road till about here, we could just cut through this little portion right here, and that'll cut off that whole U-turn up there.
That sounds smart. That's a good idea, actually. That might save us 30 minutes. Anyway, let's definitely start walking then. And then I actually would ask the second question to Rictavio. Rictavio,
Yes.
I sound awful to ask, but as we walk, can you tell all of us what spells or things you're capable of? Since I think what killed us from that vampire encounter is that we didn't really know each other well enough. I could tell you all my spells if you really need to know.
That way we can work on each other's advantages and disadvantages.
Exactly.
Instead of him going through the long list of everything he has, I'm just going to copy paste and stuff.
Oh no, that's fine. Like, just think of it as like an excuse for a while we're walking. You just tell us more, and then we're just trading back info. I could do the same thing on my end.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's what he's got. I can cast guidance, I can cast light, I can cast mending, thaumaturgy, I can make the lights go spooky cool or spooky bad. I got cure wounds, detect evil and good, protection from such, and sanctuary. Then there's the augury, lesser rest, protection from poisons, magic circle, remove curse, speak with the dead. By the way, you want me to go back and talk to Madame Ava? We
No,
have Death
we
Ward,
already
freedom of
covered his
movement.
rocks.
It was more of a joke than actually doing it. Dispel evil and good.
Hmm.
That's actually kind of good to know.
Wait. He had Death Ward?
Yeah, and he only had so many spell slots to cast too.
Oh, I think
In the
that
moment,
would be
it
cool.
didn't sound imperative to cast Death Ward because nobody felt like they were going to die.
That's
And it was,
kind of true.
yeah, because you guys were pawning it at the beginning, and then when you got into the trap, I could still see like Dravel's actually saying, "Yeah, Bran, go protect the front. You'll be perfect for that." And he's like, "That shit's dead. Don't worry about it." But yeah,
Like, I
that
understand you're trying to help you, Mitchie, but like, one, you died the first time from just a surprise shot. You died from punching a door. It's kind of hard to help you out when you die a lot.
all right. So as you're traveling, let's stay focused on what we're doing as well. I know you guys want a lot of outside talk, but I will say, like, over the hour, you do manage to get this far along.
Lord Maxwell would be keeping a very sharp lookout in the surrounding area as well as the skies, just in case.
I know my Freya would also be kind of like up ahead, like 100 of feet, just to see if they see anything ahead, and I could see through their eyes.
Make
So
a
I can make
perception
sure.
check as Lady Freya.
Would I need to make one as well?
Yes, you may. Individual.
Do not.
They also get advantage because they also have
Yep.
keen senses.
Go ahead.
Roll high.
Do your thing.
Wait, that's not what I wanted. Roll. Yay!
22.
22.
You both realize that there's a lot of growling nearby, and the pseudo dragon is able to actually see a pack of wolves surrounding you on both sides of the road.
Shit. Guys, wolves.
Where?
There
Around
and
us.
there and there. Let me see if I can.
Oh,
make
and
this
that
fit
one's
as-
derpy.
Oh wait.
That one over there is being weird. What the hell is that one doing there?
So,
Oh, no.
with her
Alright.
saying wolves, I was just going to say Lord Maxwell's pulling his sword. His
That should-
rapier in his.
As one should. All right, here we go. We got a forest map. Feel free to post your tokens in your marching order here. And everybody else, don't forget we are doing Screen Raiders. So make sure you place your troops.
It's Baby
Rick-
Alex and Baby Oria.
Oh boy, I really should fix that. Tell you what, I'll fix
They're
that.
tiny.
I will fix that right now. Give me just a half a second here. Well, a few seconds here. All right, let me start with Alex. Okay, never mind. It's gonna take longer than a couple of seconds because roll 20 wants to lag. So not my fault. There we go. That should permanently fix Alex.
I will say that after the mention of wolves, Alexander will have flown up 10 feet in order to get a good view of what's happening.
I'll let you have your 10 feet.
Mhm.
But I still have to go get my bolts. What was that roll I made earlier? Ah. Okay. So, let me just copy that. Now let me set them around here, make it look pretty.
Tough. This is kind of familiar. It reminds me when I first arrived to Barovia.
Yeah,
Only-
it does. Does
Hey,
look
at least these aren't dire wolves.
Yeah, I rolled something not dire, so that's cool. All right, so yeah, you
I'm
do.
kind of happy about that.
You're aware of them. They are aware of you. Let's just go ahead and roll initiative. And I'm going to go have to restart the API from the looks of it. So let me go do that real quick.
Hey!
By the way, guys, I want to let you know Friday's campaign is an open roleplay. If you're interested in playing D&D with some of the cast, you can join us every Friday at 5 p.m. Central. We'd love to have you. We are getting closer to the end of that campaign, so be aware that if you join it, it will be restarting soon. So keep that in mind. But we do love to have you people come in and join us. We are approaching level 8. I might actually let them level up next time we start. So look forward to that as well. As I finish my little plug there and I get all that taken care of, I should now be able to roll for these. There we go. Those guys are rolled. Let me go ahead and roll for these. And then these two over here. They're in an odd angle. And with that, my friends, you hear the growling of wolves. The wolves are aware of you. You're aware of them. Alex gets his 10 feet up in the air, and then that's when battle commences. Alex, you are at the top of the turn order. What do you want to do? You see, as it's pointed out, several wolves on both sides of the road trying to close in on you. What do you do?
Alright, Alexander is going to swoop down, being 10 feet in order to swoop down. And then to I gotta do this in 3 dimensions. So if I'm swooping down to hit it, it's going to be 30 feet to hit it and be away without taking disadvantage, without taking an opportunity hit. If I'm doing this correctly.
Or you could hit it and roll damage and see if you kill it in the first shot. It's not dire wolves, they're wolves.
That's true.
Just whack it.
Schmack,
Yeah,
schmack.
It did.
It dead?
It did.
This one dead?
He did.
He
I'll
dead.
Put it, I'll put there. Anything
Okay.
else for your turn?
Nope.
Oh.
Now be honest, how dead?
Oh, super dead. First attack actually killed it.
Told ya.
Oh.
Alright, Oria, we're taking a bite out of you. 16 hit?
Damn, barely.
7 piercing damage. Make a strength save. This wolf just
Alright,
jumps out of
hold
the
on.
woods, grabs your arm, yanks you to the ground, or tries to. We're about to see if he succeeds.
He might succeed. Let's find out.
And he succeeds, and you are knocked
succeeds.
prone. And he starts using your arm for a chew toy.
Nom, nom, nom.
Nom, 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 nom.
Bjork, Bjork.
And I'll
It's
say
not
this
the
one
first time I got a cheap toy on me.
Baywin, a wolf comes out to bite you, gets a 7 on the bite, and you just simply put your shield up, and it takes a bite out of the shield. Does not like the metal diet. It's not a fan. It is not a fan. Wait, he gets advantage, but 11 still misses. Another wolf comes in and says hi. He will come in for the bite, and he gets A 16, which still doesn't penetrate your heavy metal armor. All right, Maxwell, we're going to come after you and try to bite you because that's what wolves do. They are biting. I get a 17. What do we got for AC?
Meat.
Yep, that hits.
Meats.
Take 4 points of piercing damage and make a strength saving throw, not to get knocked prone. This thing just latches onto your wrist and it starts yanking you down. What? We lost,
Oh.
guys. What the hell is that about?
No.
No, we're not about to die to wolves.
Oh no, no.
Oh, yeah, you are.
I would be so mad.
You know,
I would
this
be.
wolf's got a talk coming.
All right, so I was just looking at our map and we lost on Stream Raiders. So let's try this again, guys. Don't forget to place your
We
troops.
lost.
We lost. Yeah, it happened.
Hmm.
It happens. All right, so keep those troops coming and let us keep going with the turn order. Hey, Lord Maxwell, you can stand up if you want. Oh, I forgot to put Rictavio in the turn order. Let me do that real quick. Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind.
Oh,
It ain't
God,
his turn
okay.
yet.
All right.
Let me get to actually. Okay, so it's you and Baywin at the same time.
You want to go first, Baywin?
Oh no, you go.
Okay. So I'll spend half my movement to stand up, and this wolf is about to get a smacking.
Just trying to gnaw on your arm still. You rape your hits.
4,
Still
6,
Still alive.
19,
Hit.
6.
Dead. Blitz out a sharp yell, then the
I-
second stab kills it.
I don't
And-
care.
With my remaining 15, I am going to move here.
I will say, out of character, a curious question. Don't you have extra attack, Drevos, if you're the fighter?
That is the second attack.
That was his act, yeah.
Ah, okay. Nah, I just
Well,
thought
he used the
because-
silver sword.
He's got a. Oh. Well, on top of that, he didn't use his echo either.
I don't think I need an echo for these things.
All right, Baywood, take your turn. We'll deal with the necessities here later.
All right, so the one right here, I'll take a swipe at him with my mace.
Oh yeah, that hit. Yeah, that thing's
Over.
dead.
And then I will attack this one over here.
So clearing off the pack, Baywin goes to town. Wow, 11. Yeah, that's
Yep.
what you need to kill him. Yipe, 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 yipe. And then they both hit the ground and
Yeah.
die. Anything
That's
else?
it for me. That's it.
He killed his friends. He's gonna try to kill you. Oh wow, 22. That actually hit you. Baywin.
Yep.
7 piercing, and you make a straight save. It's gonna try to yank you to the ground and bite your jugular. Arr, arr. Oh god, but it fails miserably. It goes, "Arr." Its teeth get sore because your armor is just too heavy. But it manages to do a little bit of damage. Oria, you're on the ground. Being chewed up. What do you do?
Well, I'm gonna stand up, kick it in the snout, and then shoot the 2 wolves right here. With a lovely spell that I think you already know what it's called.
Eldritch Snatch?
Close enough.
Oh,
You'll
okay.
get blade.
They hit. You kill one outright, the other one is slightly hurt. Well, okay, that slightly is a little more slightly than slightly.
Slightly more than slightly.
Yeah. You get to her without provoking an attack of opportunity, Wolf. There you go. Yeah, so this wolf comes dancing around after getting hit by your Eldritch Blast and leaps after Oria and takes a bite out of her. Pack Tactics gives him a 17 to hit.
He got me.
9 piercing, and I need that strength save again.
Hold on, let me make sure I did my math right, because I also have temp HP, so... That one would be... Yeah, I take the full damage, but I have 10 HP left. So, strength check. Let's do it.
Yeah, you do that while I
Nine.
go ahead and get my stuff done.
I failed.
Oh wow, Rictavio, what the hell?
Oh wow! Octavio is only meant for undead. Wow.
And yeah, Oria's back on the ground again, rolling with the wolves.
Oop.
Yep, this is where Oria dies to the wolves, I'm afraid.
I
Rip.
would rage so damn hard if that
7
really
piercing
happens.
damage. Well, give me a second, I'm about to find out.
7 piercing damage on who?
You. I told you I'm coming after you
Ow.
now. They're all coming after you. They see you on the ground as an easy victim, and they're going to try to make a meal out of you. I get a 20 for 5 more piercing on Oria.
Oh my god!
All right, Alex, you're
Hey.
back up again. You see Oria being
see
turned
that
into a
Oria-
wolf sandwich, yeah.
Yep. So I'm just gonna go ahead and relieve that by flapping on over here.
Flat, flat, flat.
10, 20 to land. And first strike goes here, second strike goes here.
How about you just throw it first, and then we'll see where we go. Okay, where'd you say the first one went? Because I was trying to place a trip.
Here,
Top.
Still
top,
alive.
middle.
Still alive. Do you want to separate it, or it's
then-
still alive? Do you want to take it to the second one?
Fury of blows?
Actually,
Yeah,
no,
they're
I
both-
won't take it to the second one.
Well, I mean, okay, tell me what we're doing real quick, because, yeah, he's still alive. You want to do 2 taps on the top then?
Yeah, 2 taps on the top, and then I'll
Alright,
flurry
second
of
tap
blows
kills
for
it. Alright,
and
continue.
then I'll flurry.
Yes, let's
uh,
burn all those key points now. 13 hits, 20 hits, and it takes both attacks to kill it.
Mhm.
There you go. 2 wolves dead. Anything else?
Could I try to intimidate the wolves?
Not likely.
That one's dead.
I'm working on it. Give me a
Okay.
second.
I was going to try to scream in abyssal.
You're already
order-
done with your actions, though, so no.
Fair enough.
If you were going to burn an
I thought-
action to intimidate, then yes, you can. Oria does a 16 hit.
Okay.
Why are they hitting right above it? Jesus Christ, a
Because
6 hit.
they are hungry for something, and you're the one they can get. That one's dead.
Damn, that is annoying.
That one's dead. Baywin, she's under attack. What do you do?
This one to my right will take my mace and try to smack it.
11 is not enough to hit these.
All right, and then
15
the second
is.
attack. So
6.
this one
Still
takes
alive.
6.
You hear a loud
That's
yelp.
it.
Yeah, you hear the wolf yelp against your attack. It looks a little bloody, but it is still growling and angry at you. Lord Maxwell.
All right, the one between me and Oria is about to take the rapier. See if that kills it first.
That hit.
2060.
Not
9
enough to kill.
to damage.
Not enough.
Say again.
Not enough to kill
Enough.
it. Yeah.
Second shot. That misses.
No, it's 15. It hits.
Oh yeah, that hits. Okay.
Why
Even
are
though-
you only attacking once with your rapier and once with your short sword?
You actually should be striking twice with the rapier, because that's your multi-attack.
That's what I
And you
was
have to
asking.
okay,
Is
so
that
let's clear that. Let's clear that antidote real quick. So you could use a bonus
okay.
action to use the short sword. So you got another rapier attack. You're cheap. You know,
Okay,
I was
well,
more about letting this battle last. So you guys,
I'll use the other rapier up north there.
You can
We-
move.
15,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, still
either,
hit.
yeah, still hit.
10.
And he dead too.
And then with my movement, oh, yeah, that was my bonus action. Oh, I still have movement. So 5, 10, 15, 20 to put it right there. And that'll be it.
I'm about to end this wolf's whole career.
Do,
it.
do, do, do.
We're about to see how lucky this wolf actually is. It will attempt to dash away.
Attack of opportunity.
Attack of
Well-
opportunity.
Yep, make him. Baywin misses.
No, it's a 25.
Oh yeah, you got a whole murder hobo sandwich there. Yeah, that wolf's dead.
Can we just total the damage up just for fun?
You do you, boo. I'm just gonna look for it and say it's dead.
I got 11,
Yeah, I did 13 by myself. So.
24,
You did 20. What are you talking about? That was a crit.
20.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, wait. Yeah, you had a crit too.
Crit.
Both critted. So yeah, that wolf's
Holy-
whole career has just been ended.
So that's 33.
Congratulations. Congratulations,
Without
you killed the
adding mine.
low-level wolves that were a threat to a level 3 party. Alright, so yeah, you guys...
Apparently they're a threat to this poor warlock.
So yeah,
Oreo,
that
right?
that resolves itself. Lovely.
I
Oh my-
just want to like her imagine she just gets back up a little bit by like sitting back up. She just looks at Alex, just like blows the hair out of her face and go like, "What do you think?"
It looks like you're about to become some dog's chew toy.
Lady Oria, do you need a hand? I can heal some of that if you need to.
That would be nice.
Octavio will cure wounds. How hurt are you? Those wolves did a fucking number on you, though. Talk shit, get bit, you know what I mean? He will do it at level 3 for you.
What was the word you used? Don't throw away your life? Alexander says, mocking Oria.
Oh, that's a good idea. Mock the people.
I just look at him and go like, "At least I haven't died."
Hey,
21
Yes,
HP
you have.
rehealed. Alright, calm
Okay,
your
my
tatas.
defense. This is my first time dying. What about you? Oh, right, you're an expert.
Octavio goes, this is only my second time, but you know, you get used to it after a while.
exactly. You just kind of feel at home in the abyss of death.
Alright, don't forget to place those
That's
troops.
all.
We are in dire need of troops. But yeah, you guys make it to the gate. So I'll put us back on a new Barovian map. And that is the first hour that we passed. Oh god. Let us go back to the Barovian map. There we go. Alright, so we should be updated to where we are. So here you are. You're right here. You're at the familiar gate that you know if you go east on this crossroad would lead you to Ravenloft. But continuing west is the direction to get to Falaki and probably that Vistani camp that's in Falaki. So the
All right.
intention is
We're gonna head to the Vistani.
And then cut through the woods right here. So maybe put a line through there instead of having a
that's
line
where
like,
I
just like a
assume
red line.
no, that's where I assume the 8-hour mark would begin. Like, that would be the most ideal spot to cut through.
Mhm.
Yep.
So, okay, you get there, and I gotta roll again on something.
Oh, by the way, I should mention that as we're walking, she's just going to be looking at the book.
You're seriously reading a lot into that. Are you sure
I
that
am-
it's just important?
There's no way you're gonna be able to read on the road like this. Like if you
I
had a
don't know
horse,
where.
yeah, or somebody else doing the driving, yeah, but you're not gonna be able to get actual hours on the book like this.
All right.
I would
all
No,
like
right.
to
not
say
for
that-
lack of trying though. Don't get me wrong. It was worth a try.
I would like to say when we reach the woods, Lord Maxwell would like to take point. That way I can disperse brush.
I could just fly over it, and
Yeah,
you
but
guys
not
just calm me
everybody's
down.
Yeah, not all of us can fly.
But my point is that you guys just need to calm me down whenever you guys are in trouble, because I'll probably be flying above the trees
So
instead.
Rictavio interrupts and he says, "Let me get this straight. You're going to separate from the party, and expect us to be able to call you down on a whim.
Again.
Either
I mean,
walk
it's
with
not like-
us, or die by yourself. It will not hurt
By
you
the
to
way, how
walk.
much bones do you have?
Just like using the new wings, you know how it is. I was a human.
No,
before
I
this-
don't know how it is. I have been grounded my entire life, yet have I had the pleasure to have wings like you. I don't think I've had that
Would you
pleasure.
like-
No, I don't. I'm on the ground because that's where God put me. Yeah, the Octavio's a little upset.
Yeah.
He's definitely showing some
How about
vivid
this?
signs of anger.
How about this, Alex? How about you don't fly above the trees, but instead you fly in the trees? At least you can just drop and then maybe crush whatever enemy that we're fighting
You know what?
with
I'm
your
gonna make
goddamn
these-
feet.
I am going to make these the ones that someone else made. Yeah, we're gonna stick with these.
I mean, yeah, that actually kind of makes sense. Being able to surprise them coming from above.
Look, everybody, I brought sense to this man.
It's a miracle.
Rictavio already walked off. He's done with this conversation.
Yeah,
Did
so
we just follow?
Goodbye, Rictavio.
If I'm going to die, I'm going to do it my way.
yeah, and as he turns to walk off, Maxwell just follows suit.
Put this map here because I think we're going to be using it a little bit. All right, so let me get rid of our wolfies. You guys did a quick bang-up job on them.
And they did a great bang-up job on me.
They sure did. Like, I had to get somebody, and you seemed like the malleable one of the group, so they wanted blood. They got it. All right, so yeah, put yourself in a marching order here. We'll consider this the path through the woods. Some of the trees are just thin in this area that you're entering into. And
I don't
will-
trust marching order anymore. I thought I was safe.
You shouldn't. Never trust marching order. You should know better.
I'm gonna put myself there. Really make sure I'm in the middle.
You do. You do. You do. You do. You do. You. Okay, so I have to pull them over like this in order to get them the number. Alright, make perception checks before you go scanning the forest for what's actually being played.
I will note that I am 20 feet up.
Yes, you're nowhere near us because you're a little puss.
I'm not going to be on the ground floor.
Oh hush, I don't want to hear your mouth anymore. We're done. We're done. We're
If
done.
you had a crossbow, it'd be very useful. You don't have anything to hit
You know,
them with.
you're gonna
I have.
you're gonna convince me to find some flying enemies here in a second. So you do you. You want to stay in the air? I remember there's a rock somewhere looking for you. All right, with those
Rock-
perception checks, Baywin, you're not the one that catches it. Aurea, you're not the one that catches it. Lord Maxwell and Alexander, you can hear soft noises grunting into the forest.
Seeing as I'm actually with the party, I'm going to look to the others and be like, I think we have company, my friends.
Oh, great.
Oh,
More
no.
things to bite on me.
Oh no,
Yes.
I have
Yes.
very bad memories of these.
Yes. Yes, I need to fight Aurea some more. That is exactly why I pulled you. Actually,
That's not the first time I heard that.
Oh no.
well, you guys do you. Roll initiative. Let's get it started. Don't forget, we're playing Stream Raiders as well. Let's get some troops on there. If you could epic some of these troops, that'd be great. I feel like this is
I did.
I feel like this is a
Not
tough battle
yet.
we're walking into here.
Yeah, it's a 3 skull rating, which is pretty difficult.
But no worries, you guys are strong. I have faith. Alright, I need to roll for Rictavio. There you go. He's on the initiative for once I actually remember. Wow, it's Alexander again at the top of the order. How the hell does that work? Alexander,
of
why did
faith.
you roll 3 times for initiative?
Well, you see, that was an accident. Again, the broken mouse. I really need to get this thing
So,
right.
I need to give you a
Maybe
12
12.
instead. Alright, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Yay, my zombies get a turn before they get destroyed.
Yes.
Yay!
You're
Okay.
not
Okay.
gonna like what I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna attack. Well, no, I can't attack Alex. I have to attack Oria because he's not there. Because he's 20 feet in the air.
Oh my god!
I could have at least told Oria that they're coming.
That
So they're
doesn't
not-
know!
I did tell Oria.
Well, that bite didn't do anything.
No, but the claws did. So how's that AC looking? Yeah, we got you. So total of 11
I'm
points of
so
damage.
mad.
You should be. Like, I would have went after Alex if he was on the ground, but he wasn't there. So, yeah, the marching order doesn't help when everybody's not marching with you. But, don't worry, I'm not going to pick on you. This one's Rictavio's. Oh, shit.
No.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Oh, wait.
Damn.
What do we got there? 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. It's not as bad as it was, guys. Octavio took some hits. He's like, damn, these zombies. Baywin, you got some zombie problems. How do you want to solve it?
Go ahead and kill him.
Alright, sounds like a plan.
Fair.
The one next to Rictavio there.
Give it a swing. Give it a whirl.
Yep.
17 is a hit.
And then the second attack. So 17 total. And I'm done.
Alright, roll me a d20.
D20.
17 total. Alright, as you cut this thing down, one of the legs are severed from the zombie, and it has one leg left. I'll put like one leg in here so I can kind of remember. See how that works. Alright, anything else for your turn there, buddy?
Nope. All
Moving
done.
on, we have Oria. You're getting slapped on again. What do you want to do?
No, no, no. It's like, nope. Cone of cold. Give me a 60-foot cone. I'm gonna try to hit basically an angle of here to like. Nah, I can't.
You
Might
can't.
as well go.
You can get those two,
And then-
but no,
I
that
think
cone.
I can hit all these guys. I don't know how big the cone is. 60 foot.
Hold on. Okay, let's do a combination. I'll go 60 foot this way, and you go 60 foot to the right.
Hold on.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
I know.
trying to see the best angle to not hit Rictavio. So if there's an angle, hold on. Let me move
No,
my
that
character
would-
one
that would-
over, and let's see
that
if
would-
that helps.
Yeah, that would still hit Rictavio.
Hold on, that's what I'm
That-
saying. Let's see
that
what happens if I
technically would
move
still-
my character.
Looks like you could do it if you angled it a little. Just a-
That'll probably get him hit faster. To be honest. No, I don't.
Oh no! That hits a zombie barely and keeps Rictavio out. But how big is the cone's end? Would it be just 60 feet by 60
He
feet?
goes
like
60 feet out.
this? Like, would it be kind of like this?
Sure. A pretty big cone, to be honest.
That's kind
Hold
of.
on. You know what? I got a thing for this. I should have a cone. Hold on. Let me find my cone. Yeah, we're doing this the hard way. I should definitely have an animated spell of a cone.
I just leave it like, I am not gonna be eaten by zombies. I already got eaten by wolves. I'm not gonna be eaten by zombies.
Why not? You're just the perfect meal for today's adventure. No. I need. What was it called? It was called Perfect Spell Pack. Yeah, okay, that's it. So we want a. Oh, what do we got?
60 foot.
Okay, that's 30. Alright, so if 6 by 6 is 30, so 12 by
Then him
12.
by, yeah, 12 by 12. Right there. I made a line for you to compare with. So that's the line, 60 foot.
Oof.
And we can say it's passing in front of me, so it'd be like one more up. Right there.
Alright, if you do it like that, you're gonna miss the one next to you.
That's perfectly fine. And we're like, nope, murder this one. And then she's gonna roll for damage for Cone of Cold. Hold on.
Okay, yeah.
Come on.
You do that. And that'll be our new Cone of Cold there. Con saves? Wow, I don't even think it can save. Yeah, even at half, this one here freezes to death. The other two need to make saves, and this is not. Let me see.
Wouldn't that
Whenever
be
a zombie
4?
takes at least for one time, do thing. Okay, so con 1, con 2. Who's the other one? 2 and 1. Yeah, I guess the rest of them, right? 2 more. Okay, 2 pass, 2 fail.
You failed.
Let's see. 31 will definitely kill the ones that failed.
31 divided by 2, that's 16.
15. Don't think it'll be.
It's
It
15.
always-
Round down.
Mm.
Alright, there you go. 2 of them die, 2 of them survive. They look a little frigid. Anything else for your turn?
Nope, I'm done. I literally just gonna be telling the creator to party. Yeah, no, kill them. Don't care. Smash them. Destroy them. Not let them bite me.
Okay.
Cone of Cold.
There goes 5 charges. 5 charges left.
You're like, fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright, so I saved that so we can easily pull it off later. Lord Maxwell, you're up. There are 2, 3 remaining.
Yep, Lord Maxwell's gonna say to Baywin, hold this end, I'm gonna go help her. And is going to move 5 feet to right here. And rapier.
Hit. 28.
Rapier. I'm guessing that misses.
Miss. No, actually it hit.
And so
Advantage.
oh yeah, nice.
It has an 8 AC. What the fuck do you mean advantage?
Oh. Okay, fair enough.
Fail and still hit it.
Okay, so I just did 28 to it.
That's an awful lot for a short sword, ain't it?
Short sword, but I have why is
That's
it?
fine.
Oh, it gets a +7 to the attack, but I don't know why.
Proficiency
look.
bonus. That's not the problem. That's not the problem. The problem was your damage, but it's fine. It's fine. Your dex bonus is giving you that. You rolled max. Alright, cool. It is still alive. And that was piercing damage, so it just takes a lot of... Wait, that was piercing damage. Let me check that. Okay, it doesn't say anything. Alright, cool. Anything else for your turn?
Nope.
I'll
Staying
say
right
it.
where I'm at.
You're up.
So if I remember correctly, my flying speed should be 50, correct?
I don't care anymore.
Oh, okay.
You didn't write it down, then it's 30.
Well, I know it's faster than my normal walking speed.
Well, you better know, because if you don't, it's not anymore.
Well, I can just look it up if you really want to play that
Either
card.
It's-
I don't really
it's
want to
now
play the card.
30
Just do
left.
something. Like you can walk
He's
that
gonna-
far. You don't need to fly. But you do you move.
Yeah, anyways, Alexander's just gonna get on over here, and then he's going to strike the zombie. One, two.
Almost historic. Can we
Vine
miss?
Say that again, Ori.
I was just saying, it's like, is it even?
White Aggro BRB.
I was just gonna say, like, is it even possible for us to even miss?
Probably not. Alright, yeah, he's dead. Next. What are you doing? Anything else?
No, that's it.
Dead.
Don't the zombies have
Dead.
like undead fortitude or something like that?
Thank you for reminding me. Let me make sure that these
Want
do.
I wanted us to play fair.
I'm back.
Unfortunately, I don't think these do. Because they are beefed up zombies. So, I'm not going to worry about it. So, Rictavio will come over here and take a swing at this guy. Oh, good job, Rictavio. You killed him.
These are zombies, correct?
There's
So that means he also takes undead damage.
Doesn't
He could do,
matter, he
like,
killed it.
more-
He did it. He did it. I don't need to do it. I don't need to do anything more. Baywin, this one shouldn't try to rush you. It's the only one left. Let's see if we can do some damage. Oh, the last one got you.
Got
12
it.
points. And then it is, nope.
Baywin's turn.
It is your turn, Baywin.
All right.
Ouch.
Mace for 8. I'll throw in. These are undead, so I'll throw in a level 1 smite.
Alright. For another 8, which is enough to kill it outright.
And that's it.
And that is it. We are out of combat once again.
Mm-hmm.
Feels
And
awful, but should we loot the bodies? Since they are people.
we can do that after the break. How's that sound?
Mm-hmm.
That's fine, I'm gonna do laundry.
Alright, gotta start that Stream Raider battle, and then we're gonna go ahead and take that break. We're gonna be back in about 5 minutes, guys. Stay tuned. As soon as I find the proper button to send us to BRB. Hello, we are back, my friends. We're back from our break. We got some drinks, we got some snacks, we got some history lessons. I don't know, but combat is over. Keep up the Stream Raider good work. We're going to keep that going, of course. And we are out of combat. All these zombies are now dead. So we turn that hot music off. I'll put us back to some peaceful music. All right, we
Flute the
said
bodies. Flute the bodies.
I
make
flute the pig.
Flute the pit. What? Investigation check.
Nothing. I'm mumbling.
He's doing the Adventure Time stuff. Don't worry, I got the joke.
I don't care. Like I said, I don't watch a lot of TV actually, and I definitely miss the Adventure Time stuff. So
How did we roll the same exact thing?
I
Alex?
have no idea.
well, you know what? You find the exact same thing: a zombie's arm, a zombie leg, a zombie torso, a couple of zombie heads, torn clothing. I would say
Alex.
somehow 15 copper pieces is found in total. You can split that however you want.
Alex, can you use the arm for a weapon?
I can't use the arm, but I can use it for a meal.
Fine, let's go then. Let's continue on.
I'll let you have the copper pieces, but I want food.
Obviously, wouldn't take the copper pieces. Give it to me.
Okay.
Okay.
Ta-da! Place of truth
Ta-da,
as we get back
ta-da.
on the Barovia map. Alright,
Cut through the
so
woods.
7, 8. We're looking at 8. I think with that you'll be able to make it to Valaki in 30 more minutes. Yeah. So like I technically have you here. Let me zoom you in. Like that's where this encounter took place, in the woods. Now you're back on the
Yep.
main road. And eventually you will make it to Valaki. Let me just see if there's one more encounter before we get there, because I don't have anything scripted. Alright, you're good. So, the night air, cold and brisk, kind of like swells over you guys. You feel like that chill in the air. A lot of things floating in your mind as you continue your journey. But you eventually make it back to the ravaged city of Valaki.
So, how exactly are we going to sneak me into that one place? Because I know I'm not welcome anymore.
How about you just fly? That might help you out.
Oh yeah, because flying will help me sleep.
So, well, it's close to
Oh, yeah.
nighttime.
Windows.
How about
We're
about
looking at
this?
about 8:30.
How about this? Let's head to that camp, the Vistani camp that, might have that treasure thing. We house up with them, get drunk, then go party and adventure out to go get more treasure.
I mean, you can also stay at the Blue Water Inn, but hey, you do
Well, that's
you.
the thing. So, last session, Alexander was banned from returning to the Blue Water Inn because and I quote, "You devilish-looking creature."
Oh yeah, that's right. You're an oily tiefling. You made a big deal out of yourself and made it sure that I knew. I was like, you know what? You're right, and I let you be right. So don't blame this on me. This was on you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just reminding you.
Nope, that's fair. So yeah, Vistani don't know anything about it. So what do you guys want to do? Like, hey, this is the Blue Water Inn. We're not going there then, right?
That's kind of why I was thinking about the Vistani, because
Mhm.
literally they'll house us. Plus,
Alright.
kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Well, 3 birds with 1 stone. 1, we take a rest. 2, we find a little girl. And 3, we kick Casimir's ass.
All right, walk
Oh
me
yeah, that's
through.
right.
Walk me through what we're doing. So you're at the gate of the city. The guards kind of like know kind of who some of you are, and they kind of let you in. But your intent is just to go through the city and not stop. Just go right to the Vistani camp. Is that what I'm hearing, or is it something else?
That's what I was planning on doing, and I was just going
That's-
to go around the city.
I'm just
We can go around the city. It might be faster, but we really can't do anything in the city. City's
you-
been rabid. Shops are busted. Nothing's open.
okay. So share your intent here. You're going around the city, dude. Because if so, I gotta make a roll.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was thinking about going around this side.
I'll go through the city because I'm like, screw it.
I would follow Oreo.
So you're breaking the party up? Is that what I'm hearing? Tell me what I'm hearing, guys, because I'm hearing 3 different things right now. I don't know which one's
I'm
true.
going through the city. Because
Well, if they're both going through the city, I might as well just stick with the party. So I'll stick with the party.
You sure? I had 6
Yep.
dire wolves lined up for you.
Do you
As
think you
fun
can handle
as it
6
sounds, no thanks.
Oh, okay. Well, at least I asked. They were hungry. They were looking for some Oreo.
God damn it!
All right, to walk through
No.
the city and get out the other side, it's going to take you about an hour to do. Or half an hour, I'm sorry. 25 minutes, actually. My mistake. Because
So we'll
4
be at
hours.
the Sonic Cap at 9 o'clock.
You think that? Let me see. Yeah, sure, 9 o'clock. Why not? 9:30, semantics.
The only time I think I would be pissed off is like, you're like, you think that? It's like, don't tell me. Isaac's alive, and he actually wants to kill me.
I mean, if you're gonna feed my brain some ideals,
No! No!
why do you guys even do that? I don't know. Like, that's what I'm like. You know what? I
I'm
didn't think about
awful.
that. You are awful. You must hate yourself. What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you, girl? All right, I'm gonna delete your old tokens, and then you can put your new tokens or whatever you got on the table.
Ping where, and I'll put it down.
Let's go here.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm trying to resolve things that have happened previously.
Now you're fine.
So let me check. Let's see. This is under Black, right? Stunning Camp.
Mm-hmm.
Because I need to check. We don't need that. We need. Okay, we're in good with these guys though, right? We helped them out, right?
Yeah.
Down
Yeah,
Arab
but
Only
the
one
little girl.
me.
I mean, they might be upset that we've lost Dravos, but they could also be really drunk.
Why would they be upset about losing Dravos?
Wasn't he the one that saved him?
That was
No,
Murdoch!
Oh. Alright.
Murdoch was the one that saved him, yeah. Oh wow. Oh man, that's cute. Alright, I'll remember that one, but that's not what I'm looking for. What I am looking for is where. Okay. So, alright, chat, we're trying to figure out which one of these has the thing. We're looking for the letter N for one. Where the hell is it? A, B, C, D, E, F, G,
Nah, nah, nah. Nah, nah, nah.
Okay, I'm guessing it's this one here, guys. Alright, so you make it to the camp, and you can see several of these Fistanis kind of like sizing you up as you come, because your party's not as it used to be, as you are very well aware. Baywin and Oria, I don't know, has Baywin been with us up here? Yeah,
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Yes!
Okay,
Yeah.
just making sure. I'm trying to remember
Although
where.
Alex, I don't know.
Yeah, Alex
They
is
haven't
totally
seen
a
Alex
different.
in his
Alex has.
terrible form.
No, Alex has it. Not in
very
this form.
skeletal form.
Yeah, not in your
Oh.
Carl Helm form. And this new
I have
metallic
some-
man who's coming up here as well. Whoa. Where are these strangers coming from? You, I know. Kind of like puts an arm on Baywin, kind of like pats him on the back. You, I know, puts an arm on Oria. These two? I don't know them. Who these?
I am Alexander from before. I know that I know that's weird to see, but I took some deals.
I don't know no Alexander. I know faces. Names? I know not names. Names are beyond me. So
Human
the warrior
face.
lean over to him. It's like he's that monk that got really drunk and lost his way.
oh wait. Him? Look at this. This can't be him. Look at him. He oily and smelly. Smells like death.
Hey, I don't smell like death.
He doesn't
Yeah?
smell like death. He's
You
just
don't?
oily.
What do you got on your bag there? Smells pretty rotten. Ugh.
They're
Anyway.
purified skulls.
Are you here for a drink or are you here for fun? What is it that we can do for you? What can the Fastani do for you?
Drink, fun. Can I talk to your boss about some cool stuff?
Let me go see if he's available. One moment, please. And he'll step into the giant tent behind him. And the other guy goes, oh, ding long?
If you don't mind having us rest for tonight, I think that'd be wonderful. Although, I hope you don't mind my robotic friend and my... Well, you already met him once. He just...
I
Well,
have taken
what-
upon a different appearance.
What is a robotic?
Man made of magic.
Don't they call them golems?
Magic!
No, he has more autonomy than a golem would.
And then we see Aragol come out of the tent with the other Fastani's like, friends, customers, my ally. Wait. Oh, you said a cup. What? Really? Whatever. What can I do for you tonight? Okay, so here's a question I have to backtrack on. Oria, were you in a different form when you were here originally?
Yes, I was actually going to ask if that was okay, but I didn't want to interrupt your story thing.
No, by all
Change
means.
the rule.
I need the relevance of what form you are now and what form you were then.
Every time I walk into the camp, I always just turn back into Julia, since they only recognize me as Julia.
Alright, cool. That's basically all I need. Yeah. Alright, yeah, so Julia, was it?
Yes, it's been a while. Well, not
It has.
really, but you know, like long enough for it to lose a buzz.
Oh, well, that's a darn shame. Here. Have me some of that. Yes, here, have some Dragon Crush. That'll put that back on where it needs to be.
Oh, I think you should definitely give it to our bony friend here.
I
I could use with a good drink.
Yes, sure, whatever. Here's you a wineskin as well. Is there something we can do for you besides provide you with drink?
Oh, I was hoping we could buy. Oh, go ahead, Alex. Go ahead.
Maybe a place to rest for the night.
Find some next supplies,
Hmm.
and maybe to have a long talk about what's going on in a lot of places.
Well, I'm always eager to learn the news of the land. Why don't you come on in and have a seat? Alright, boys, keep a guard out.
I also brought a gift for your little girl.
Alright, you're welcome to come in. And he kind of like puts a finger up. Well, she is kind of resting. We'll have to be hush. She's asleep at the moment.
That's
can
all
make-
right.
You can make a perception check over in that direction if you want.
I will do a perception check because if she is napping, you know. One
Yep,
night,
she's-
old druid.
Yep, she's all fast asleep, guys. So, this news you have to share, what is it?
I think you're very aware that Valaki is like, well, gone.
It's a horse piss town. You act as if I care.
You really
Besides-
don't, but
Well, let me put it to you this way. The new Lady Walkner She is definitely doing some stuff to turn that town on its heels. We support her
Also,
100%. Also,
also
what?
we have word from Madame Eva.
What's that old hag been telling you?
Well, aside from giving her life to rescue ours, quite a lot.
He looks at
I
you with
do not-
no change of emotion.
Julia, would you mind
Hold on.
explaining?
Before you say that, I want to be like, can I roll insight for that?
Yes, please, by all means. Hey, good job on the Dream Raiders, guys. You beat that map. Let's see if we can do it again. Ooh, four skulls and a natural 20. He didn't like Madame Eva. You can clearly see how disgusted he is at even hearing her name.
I'm gonna like put my hand on the guy. It's like, yeah, and gonna give him kind of a glare. Maxwell is a glare, going like, she kind of was blathering on. My friend hasn't met her before, so he doesn't understand what she says, So last time I heard from her, she just kind of told me things, and I kind of tuned it out, if you know what I mean.
Yes. We all kind of tune that food out.
But I do have gifts for you all since you're helping me out. But do you mind if you shop a little bit with us as I use minor illusion to whisper to Balin, go check on little girl as I distract. Here. I have too much of this anyway. As you see her literally just if near on the nearest table, pour out basically all of her jewelry, which is basically 10 pieces of jewelry worth 250 gold pieces.
Yeah, Baywin, are you muted?
Oh.
Oh.
Here.
Yeah,
All right.
I was just checking to see if you said anything there.
And where's the girl at?
She seems to be sleeping over here.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go check on her and see.
Make a perception.
But basically, yeah, as he does that, making sure that they are only looking at the gold as I pour out even more money on the table. Go yes, can you help me trade for all this kind of stuff I have?
I'm a little confused. Are you trying to sell off the jewelry, or you want me to take your money? I can just put a dagger to your neck and be done with it if you like. You can tell he's joking.
Oh, the thing is, I was gonna say the jewelry's for you. The money is to buy stuff.
Oh, these are gifts then.
Yes, and to buy, those lovely potions you gave me before, if you have any more, or some lovely items.
Alright, so as you're distracting, and the rest of you are kind of aiding her in this distraction, I'm guessing, or no?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
So, Baywin, what are you up to? I didn't get a perception check from you yet.
Perception. Yep.
Screw that, I'm buying him advantage.
Oh, I
am
mean...
buying him advantage.
Well, I mean, Crimson needs to feed, so that's fine. Go ahead and buy him advantage. By the way, if you're new to the channel, we have this system where we can gain cookie clusters by watching the channel. And you can use these channel points to give advantages, disadvantages, deck of many things, all kinds of beautiful things. And you can do it too. It could be against a player that you don't like, or someone you really do care for. Like apparently Baywin's got a fan in Moomin, so Moomin bought him advantage. With that said, we will let you reroll.
All right.
16.
That's what I'm calling for.
You see her eyes open as you close in on her. And I just gotta read one thing real quick to make sure that I got this figured out. She whispers to you in a hushed tone as you kind of like check on her. I know what you see.
I have no idea what she has. So, is this supposed to be one of the artifacts?
Out of character, she is able to access the artifact we need.
Okay, all right.
So we need to sneak out with her, out of character speaking.
Oh,
I don't
no.
know if we need to stick out with her.
No.
All right, let's keep it in character. Keep it in
can-
character. No need to
can I-
overthink this. Go ahead, baby. What do you want?
Yeah. You know why we're here. Do you know why we're here? If so, then may I have it, please?
Wait outside. I'll use the restroom in a moment,
Okay.
and I'll lead you to where you need to go.
Thank you. And then I'll go ahead and look at everybody. Like, let's head outside.
How about you guys head outside? I just love this charming man to, like, I hope you love the gifts I gave you, as I use my illusion to also whisper back to her, just like, go without me. You got this.
Lord Maxwell will stand up and bow to the gentleman here in front of him and be like, I need to walk. Sitting is not really my theme. And we'll exit.
Alex?
Alex is actually going to step forward towards the Vistani man. If I remember correctly, last time we had spoken while in my human form, you had said you could collect things from the other worlds.
I haven't been out in a while yet. Why do you ask?
There is a few things I would like to obtain, and I am willing to pay high price for it.
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion. Bam! God damn it. I'm giving myself advantage. Fuck you.
Don't you
Also,
tell me
I should
that.
mention
Don't be
Strahd,
dirty.
Fabio should be with us.
I'm sorry.
Well, Rick Tavio's in the background doing whatever Rick Tavio's doing. He's just being quiet, letting you guys do this your way. Like, that's what a background
Just
character
wanted to
does.
mention that.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I forget he's with you guys too, but he is not the one that is needed.
I need him because he's like my emotional support NPC.
Alright, so a 13 doesn't really change too much about what was going to happen. So, he tells you, we don't have a plan to leave anytime soon, so whatever you're asking for outside of Barovia, it's not going to be our agenda to go fetch it to you for you like a mangy mutt. However, you might be interested in a few potions we have to sell. It'll let you slip right through the mist. Want to go home?
Not yet. I have caused some things that I must rectify.
But why even bother, friend? Barovia's doomed anyway. You don't have to stay here if you don't want to. Come, I give you this potion. Only cost you 50 gold pieces, and it'll get you right out of Barovia, and you can put this whole hellscape behind you.
Alexander's gonna need to take a wisdom check.
You do you. Whatever you need to do for your life decisions here.
I'm just gonna laugh if he loses his character from this.
No. There's too much blood on my hands. I must finish what I need to do.
You forget where you are, friend. Would a fiend tell you to do such a thing? Would a demon tell you that, oh, blood on my hands, boo-hoo? Come on, you're dealing with devils in their playground. Leave it behind you. Nobody's gonna think differently of you. Besides, they're all stuck here. Do you want to leave or not?
No, it is. While don't get me wrong, it is a tempting offer to just leave and put this all behind me. It's
Lavash.
not something.
No. You need to see. Lavash, go get the potion. Go get the potion so he knows I'm not talking. And he walks off to the side. He pulls out this very fanciful container, opens it up. There's like 3 potions in there. Definitely made out of a liquid you never noticed before. He says, look, these potions, handcrafted with Vistani blood. Vistani blood is what gets you through the mist. You can leave this world. It'll be perfect. You can go back. Or, if you'll so endeavor to go fetch your own gear, you can come back. Buy 2. Come on back in. Buy all 3. Take a friend. Choice is yours, my friend. Alright, Lavash. I don't think he's interested. He would rather sit here idly waiting for good deals and surplus supplies to come in on their own. Yeah, whatever. Shuts the case.
Speaking of good deals,
Now, yes, this
I will-
here.
now
Alright, Alex, get it out quick.
I will have my decision for you in the morning. I need to contemplate this.
Well, that's if I don't sell him off to the next traveler coming through.
Fair.
All of a
Have a
sudden,
good night, sir.
Arabelle kind of like stands up as if she just woke up from a dream or something, and she just kind of like rubs her eyes and starts heading to the flaps of the tent to walk out. Where are you going, Arabelle? And she just calls back, bathroom. Be careful, it's not safe out. I will.
oh, I imagine she's so safe with a bunch of, mighty strong men around here. But let's get down to business, shall we?
Straight to the brass tacks. That's what I like about a woman. Now, and you said these amulets were worth 250 gold altogether?
No, 10 times that, so that's 2,500. It's literally like me throwing a, man's castle worth of
What?
gold.
Okay, so basically, what are you expecting to do with this, with me? I mean, I only have certain supplies. I don't have a king's ransom of gear I could just sell you off the back of a horse.
Oh no! It's most of these are gifts. I just simply asked for supplies that could help me out, with my travels, like you did with those potions. Do you have any of them, or something similar that could help me out?
What did he have for you last time? Healing potions, or?
He had a lot of healing potions, like a stupid amount of healing potions.
More
And
than
if it
we
has
would
magical
need.
items, they totally take it.
Well, let's see here. Let me go check their. There's gotta be something in here about it, right?
While you do that, you could also we could do this like near the end after like they talk to the little girl, so that you don't have to like, figure it out now. You could just kind of role play the little girl as you read it.
So as Arabelle comes out of the tent, she kind of like walks over in Baywin's direction, and then she just taps you on the hand, and then she kind of like leads you out on the outer ring here,
Okay.
and then she'll take you over here to where this carriage is, but kind of goes the long way about it.
All right. Okay.
And she kind of like waits for you to catch up, and she points to the back of the carriage.
Before
Back
Braylon goes too far, Lord Maxwell would ask him if he would like me to join him.
They already moved.
They can walk and talk.
Sorry, I'm still doing 100
Oh,
things at
was
once
that-
here. Yeah, but no,
Was that for
Baywin.
me, or-
Yeah, that was
I-
for you, Baywin, but I was like thinking you already left with the girl like there really wasn't a moment for that to happen because we already moved past that scene. We already moved. Like, you should have said that as soon as you walked outside. I'm trying to give Baywin some exclusive time, so be patient, guys.
Oh.
Yeah, so I appreciate you taking a moment to talk with me, and then also show me what you have.
Yeah, she tries to hush you. She's like, "Hi." And then she points to the wagon. There's 2 iron padlocks that secure the door to this barrel wagon. She'll get up on the wagon, pull out some keys. And she's like, "Don't tell them I took these." She unlocks the wagon.
I will say nothing. You can trust me completely.
And with that, the door opens for a moment. She kind of like looks left to right. Make a stealth check as you fix to go in.
Okay.
She tells you as you get in, only take what you need. Taking anything else would be dangerous.
Do I know where the item or what the item is?
Make an investigation.
Okay.
Alright, so you search
I'll
through.
buy him advantage.
Let me finish the narrative before you start buying stuff. All right. Because this will determine whether or not you still want to do that. There is a wooden chest here that seems like it could be open. There's an iron chest here that could be open. A onyx jewelry box with filigree. A wooden throne with gold inlay and decorative stones. A rolled up 10-foot square rug with exquisite unicorn motif. And a small wooden box. Which one would you like to investigate most?
Let's and that's what's there. So I guess we'll start with the small wood box.
Check one more thing. Okay, so this would be... Okay, that makes sense. Alright, so you open up the wooden box, and what you find before you... Holy symbol of Ravenkind. There's this medallion in there. And also in this wooden box, there are several looking potions. None of them are... Like, you can tell right off the bat, they're not healing potions.
Actually, the only thing I'm going to grab is that holy symbol.
All right, you grab the symbol.
When I go, is this the item that you're referring to? Or...
As you go to look to see if Arabelle's still there, she's gone.
She's gone. Okay.
And then all of a sudden, you start to trip. And you make a loud noise because your stealth check was shit. Now, I would say make a perception check, Alex and Maxwell, to see if you can help by catching this before the others do.
Could I roll that as well if it's loud?
You're busy being conversed to right now.
Alright.
Yeah,
I
there's
don't
too
need
much
help.
Yeah, like, you're distracted by Arabelle coming back in, rubbing her eyes, and then they're like, well, I don't know, and then all of a sudden we hear this loud outside, but the guys inside aren't aware of it, so that means you're not aware of it either. But a few of the Fastani start to go, what was that? And start to head in that direction, and you can... Only Maxwell knows something's up.
So, with knowing that something is up, Lord Maxwell is going to go this way and see if he can help Baywin before he gets caught.
Baywin, make a dex save to see if you fall out of the carriage. Alright, so you managed to jump to the ground. The doors are still unlocked, but the padlock's on one of the handles. What do you want to do? You got like a split second to make a choice here. What do? You see
Yeah.
Lord Maxwell popping up over next to you.
Yeah, so I'll close it. Athletics check, or is this?
I mean, you can... No. You can close the doors. That's fine. But
Okay.
what else do you do? Anything else? There's definitely something I'm waiting to
I feel
hear.
like, yeah, man, I had to go pee so bad. It's hard with all this armor on. Don't look over here. Yeah, I'm still trying to get everything together here.
Oi! What's going on over there?
Just trying to pee. I was leaning up. I guess I had too much to drink.
Just got here.
I've been drinking all day. It's just,
Make a
you
persuasion.
know.
Yeah, that's fair. I'd be drinking all day too if I had the brew. Don't you worry. All right, I'll leave you to it. Get out of my way, you oily tiefling. All right, what else, babe? When you see Maxwell there staring.
Yeah, as I act like I'm peeing, but I didn't actually. So,
Right.
Got the thing closed. I'll do the padlocks really quick here, and then head back towards
That's
everybody.
what I was waiting for. All right, cool. So the padlock, you lock it back up.
Yep.
All right, yeah, you finish out of there. Maxwell, you're following with, I assume.
Yes.
All right. And
Yeah, and then I'll wink at my tiefling friends as I go by them, like positively got what we needed, and I would have put the holy symbol in my pouch or whatever I have on me. I guess I would have a pouch or something.
that's fair.
Yeah.
And then Oreo would kind of respond and go like, "Oh, you have so many lovely items to present. I'm like, it's so hard for me to choose. What would you recommend?"
I'm still confused. What do you want from us?
Well, like I said, potions and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, I could sell you the potions that we had for your friend there. Do you want to leave Barovia?
Oh, no. There's so much more for me to research. But there are a lot of dangerous creatures. Do you have more healing potions?
I'm afraid we don't.
Oh, that's a shame. Well, don't worry about it. Just think of these like lovely jewelry pieces as all gifts. More of it for you to sell to buy wine for yourself.
Well, if that's how nice you wish to be, very well then. I take it you all need a place to stay for the night, is that right?
Yes, that would be lovely if you were willing to offer that as, just compensation for us, if that's allowed.
It's the least I can do. However, there's really no place you can particularly stay. But you're welcome to find a ground outside near the horses and set your bedrolls down. It'll be safer in this vicinity than any other place, I imagine.
Well, there is one thing I could ask. Do you know if, well, let's just say our dear friend Casimir came back?
No, I thought he was with you.
Oh, no, he had to disappear for a second, but
No,
that's what I thought to ask.
We haven't seen him in ages.
Do you think we could take a nap in his cottage, or do you think he would not like that?
He probably
As far
wouldn't
as I
like
could tell.
that. As far as I know, it's locked up, so unless you plan on breaking and entering.
No. Just checking.
Either way.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Let's find us a spot for our long rest, if that's all right, my friends.
Yes. Yeah,
Alright.
let's turn in for the night.
And then Oria leaves the tent, heading like right about here, making this the spot.
Alright.
And then you're gonna literally look at like Oria, like she's walking away like with a smile, and then when she's far away enough that they can't see her face, you're gonna just literally see her frown, go like, and then stare at the group and go like, "You owe me so much money.
Nobody asked you to
I
call
was
that
gonna
out.
keep those to sell."
Rictavio says, why did you offer all of them then?
Because they would not buy it, based off of how much that guy was struggling to get me anything. You realize I was talking to him for like literally the whole entire time, and he still wouldn't sell me anything.
Well, he didn't sound like he had much to sell.
I doubt it. I know these kind of people. They always have things hiding.
By the way, I checked and there were potions, but not the potions you said.
Really?
Yeah, really. I might have gave you some
Damn.
last time, but yeah, those aren't the potions that they have. And he tried to
doesn't
offer it
tell
to
me
you
that.
guys. Yeah, they tried to offer them to you twice already.
Oh, you're talking about those potions. Don't worry about it. Don't want it.
Oh, what kind of potions then?
The one that lets you leave Barovia.
Yeah, don't worry about it. But I'm basically just imagining like Oria just like being a pouty face, literally just going like, "That was so much worth. Do you realize what kind of jewelry that was? Oh my god, now I don't know how to handle my emotions. Don't talk to me, guys. Just, Baywin, tell me you found it. That's all I care for."
Mm-hmm. It did. Got it.
Alright. You guys have a good night. I'm gonna cool off. And you just see her just like literally set up the bedroll and just like plop herself in there and just go like, literally go like, "Screw everybody. Screw it all."
You did this. You know what? Women are complicated creatures. I still don't think anybody could talk to them straightly. You didn't have to offer up anyway. So Rictavio sets down his bedroll. The rest of you are doing the same, I assume. Anything else, guys? What are we doing? What's the intention for
Lord Maxwell's going to go into Sentry's Rest and still keep an eye out, just in case.
What's everybody else playing?
Take a long rest.
You know, take a rest, but also read the book for as much as possible.
I tell you what, make a survival check to see how much you can get in before you need to fall asleep.
Damn, you're hitting me in all my spots that I have like ones in.
Well, can't help you. This is technically Constitution. I should probably be making you roll. I'll give you 4 hours.
Alright, I'll write that down.
That was a really good roll. Alright. And I'll ask you for the updated hours after the session.
Alright.
Okay, so everybody should be able to see the holy symbol in the compendium or journal, right?
Yep.
Yes.
And
Yep.
does it have the description on it or no? It might only be on your DM notes.
It doesn't, it's just a picture.
Alright, so what you have in here is the holy symbol of Ravenkind is a unique holy symbol sacred to the good-hearted faithful of Barovia. It predates the establishment of any church in Barovia, according to legend. It was delivered to a paladin named the God. Oh, well, I guess I should. Trying to determine whether or not I need to kind of like keep that on the hush, unless you guys want to use like an identify on it or something.
Well, let me ask this question. This might help you out. Does it require attunement? Because at least we get some info about it and then be like,
yeah, it does require
ask for
attunement.
Octavio after.
So yeah, it does require attunement, and there's only 2 classes that can actually attune to it. Very picky, by the way. What's your
Well-
alignment there, Baywin?
Neutral good.
Right, you can attune to it.
Am I the only one? So
Yes,
I guess
you're the only one.
Okay. All right.
Unless we got a cleric hidden in here. I mean, Rictavio maybe, but
We could just ask Octavio lore stuff about this if he sees it. He might know it. Or like
yeah.
Reddit or something.
All right. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and continue to read this out to you then, with that being the way it's being transposed. So, like, Rictavio notices the item, and it kind of like goes over it. According to legend, it was delivered to a paladin named Lugdana, a giant by a giant raven, or an angel in the form of a giant raven. Lugdana used the holy symbol to root out and destroy nests of vampires until her death. The high priest of Ravenloft kept and wore the holy symbol after Laganda's passing. The holy symbol is a platinum amulet shaped like the sun, with a large crystal embedded in the center. So it kind of makes sense for you, right? Holy symbol. Here's the deets. The holy symbol has 10 charges for the following properties. It regains 1d6 plus 4 charges daily at dawn. As an action, you can use Hold Vampires. You can expend 1 charge and present the holy symbol to make it flare with holy powers. Vampires and vampire spawns within 30 feet of the holy symbol. When it flares, must make a DC 15 wisdom save. When it fails, the target is paralyzed for 1 minute. It can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns to end the effect on itself. And the other one is Sunlight. As an action, you can expend 5 charges while presenting the holy symbol to make it shed bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30. The light is sunlight and lasts for 10 minutes until you end the effect. No action required.
Damn.
So what I will do is I'm going to copy this out for you, and then you can copy it for your own notes later.
So I'm guessing that was literally the very thing we needed.
Yes, it was. Like, this could change everything, especially if you go after Greyhook.
Well, not
Boy.
just the wisdom save, but also the sunlight. Jesus.
Mm-hmm. Prevent any regeneration. Alright, so there you go, guys. You can spend the night now, however you feel. So Rictavio finishes regaling you in the lore. You all kind of like settle in for a long rest. And unless you guys want to keep watch, him just leave everything to the sentry. Or do
Yeah,
you
I'm
want-
gonna leave it to the sentry because he literally could just watch.
Basically, I can watch while taking a rest. So
Yeah, as long as your rest doesn't get interrupted, you'll be fine.
exactly.
Alright, well, you got nighttime shenanigans you want to do, or are we just going to go into this long rest and wake up?
Long rest and wake up is my vote.
Well, while you're debating that,
I'm always
I
I
will
was gonna say
say
I'm always up for shenanigans.
the next stream battle is up, so feel free to start placing those troops in here, guys.
While I do that, Mitchie Baywin, what would you like to do?
What's next on the list?
Finding out of character so that Star can't take advantage of it. Finding, Strahd's mom. Or heading to the Abbey. In character, probably to find, who's birther, or we head to the Abbey that was mentioned.
Stream still up on your end? Question mark?
I will say though,
It is on my end.
Alright, we'll take it.
if we do head to the Abbey, and whatever you got there, I don't know if it does anything. It could maybe help us hunt down, well, you know, Rictavio's, apprentice, if she's there.
This holy symbol
Yeah.
probably would have been a big help and a boon soon.
Where'd you
Yeah.
find that specifically? Did you find it in a spot where it might piss me off and realize that they actually have more than they say?
Oh, where I found it? It was in the back of one of the wagons, and there were quite a few chests and looked like lock boxes and stuff like that. And we don't. I just searched for the one that I thought probably be the easiest to get into, and I ended up finding it.
Or it's just gonna sit there like, he is a mass persuader. No wonder why. That's how he gets his money. He basically gets it for charity.
Rictavio
Who
looks
does
like he's
that?
about ready to say something to you, but then he's like, all right, whatever.
Well, we already know that Esmeralda is a. Well, I'm not gonna say this in front of. Oh well, he already knows. Octavio
Yes,
knows that
I am
she's-
very well aware. Yes.
Yeah, guys. Over the last night, I'm still haunted by the blood that's on my hands from raising Drevos. I'm genuinely convinced that I need to leave. I've only caused more harm while I've been here than good things I have done. I
You
wanted-
know,
What are you going
I
to
wanted-
do? You want to take the
I
potion
wanted-
and run?
it's really tempting because I feel my sanity slipping while within this land, and I want to go home in the sense that I don't want to live by the rules of these vampires anymore. I don't want to constantly be rising and dying and rising and dying. I know I'm a fool sometimes, but doesn't mean that I should constantly be doing this.
Alex, can I tell you something from, one of my ploys? And the reason why I'm not gonna buy those potions either is because it's very rare, possibly a scam. Let me put it this way. And I'm gonna tell you this is something that does scamming. They're possible if they were actually selling these kind of potions, why wouldn't people be flooding them constantly?
Because 50 gold is not exactly something to cough at.
It's not something to cough at, but you understand that he literally could just be selling it just for the foolish man that just wants to buy it. And guess what? You try to leave, what do you think will happen? You might be stuck. And then you just end up abandoning us again.
I don't know what to do. I've caused more harm than I intend to, but it's just I can't stand it anymore. I can't
Let me
stand
put it this way then. Are you going to literally leave us to clean up your mess? Or are you going to man up and clean up your own mess with friends?
Well, that's why I buy the 3 potions and then we all leave.
3 potions does not let us all leave.
It
If
lets,
you see the problem there.
it lets you, me, and Baywin
You
here.
just realize.
We can all leave. We don't have to stay here anymore.
And yet you don't understand that literally you could be wasting your money on a false hope, be disappointed, and realize that you can't leave and that you have to finish your job. If it was that simple, we could have just left when we first encountered it, but I doubt it's that simple.
I mean, is it true or is it not that these Vistani can leave this plane?
Let me ask you this, and this is why I don't trust it.
Check your messages too for me, Moonme. Discord.
I will.
Message me back because I
Play
gotta
for
keep
that
this
6.
all in character. I gotta play this all in character because if you do know, and you know you're putting up a good argument, but either way, I'm curious if we
Let
do
me put
let
it
this
this way.
go.
It's like, okay, like I'll type it in so you know my answer, but
Sorry, a little bit of things I need to make sure because I'm trying to remember what all you guys actually know. And I'm seeing a couple of conflicts of interest here, and I just really want to see what's happening. All right. Play on your own beliefs. I'm not telling you anything. Continue.
no, that's fair. Like that's my assumption as an awful joke. But I'm gonna basically just literally go like, Alex, I'm the worst person to hear this from. Literally, I'm the worst person to hear this from. I lied to you guys. But I'm gonna tell you this. I stick to my promises. And there's a reason why I told you to not waste your second chance. Why do you think she revived you, even though we were doomed there? Just for you to leave?
She wants us to defeat him, but if we're not strong enough, we literally cannot. If we can't even defeat a newborn like Dravos, how do we expect to go against him?
Well, the big thing I would point out is that if Baywin found a really good item that could help us out kill him, what we do first is maybe find another item based off of what that reading told us about, what the birth of Strahd is, something like that. Possibly something that relates with Strahd. Then we go
And what
to
makes
the
you
Abbey.
think that these cards are even going to work? That the Sun Sword is going to kill him, or
I
that this
literally will
amulet?
just stop him there. It's like, you say the cards wouldn't work, and yet we just found one of the items from those said cards.
Yes, but how do we know that these amulets will actually affect him? This is not something that we can just go off on a whim because some old lady that passed away.
Alexander, how dare you of all mysticism come up with this charade that you don't hold any responsibility of what's happening right now? Sure, you can go.
I'm not.
You can leave. No, let me finish. You said plenty here to make everybody in the camp aware of our intentions right now. So if they're going to go find their lord and master and bring him down upon us, you've just given them wind. Now settle yourself and think clearly about what you're trying to achieve. You're not trying to kill Strahd. You are trying to free this realm from the grips that he's got on. And if you think running is your best option, then don't leave me thinking that I can rely on you as an ally. No, if he's going to go, let him. I'd be better off finding Esmeralda.
I only offered because I feel like we need his services, but he is a man of free will, and I'm just telling him what tragedy could occur if he tries to leave. he might just end up going more mad when he realizes that that man could be simply just scamming him all of his gold.
Just like we
If you
put
do
faith.
leave,
Oh, hold on. Let me offer you this counterpoint to you, Oria. If you put all your faith in what you believe this potion to be, you can't judge us for having faith in cards that some old lady traded her life to give to us so that we could face this evil. But if you believe that's your way out, then far be it from me to break your faith. But I don't want you over here breaking ours.
he's got a good point there. And let me put it this way as one more point to that. We don't know if those potions work, but I can guarantee you that those cards did not lead us the wrong way. And Baywin's the proof of that.
Does Baywin have anything to say with this? Because this is a matter of faith that's being tested.
Alexander, I think you should rethink what you're suggesting. I mean, you could try a potion, see if it actually works, but I think we're here. We have a job to do, and I think you're an integral part of this group, and your value is simply
Cannon
needed.
fodder. No.
No, you're a great. You've got the wings to help you fly and scout ahead. You've got uh, this open hand technique that is just outstanding, and I think you're an invaluable part of the group, and I think you're needed.
And you'll just see her just like hating to admit it's like, even though I make fun of your misfortunes, I cannot deny the fact that you literally saved my ass from being destroyed by numerous creatures by the fact that you're literally able to punch the hell out of them.
Are we calling pina
Like the
colada or are we
flamethrowers.
calling pineapple?
Huh?
Do we need to go on a break? Alexander. Hello? Did he just poof on us? Alright, well, what I'm going to do real quick, just because I saw something that might be concerning, I'll go ahead and put us on a small break, guys. Try not to be longer than 5 minutes, but we'll be right back to try to finish up today's scene, alright? So be right back. We're going to see what's going on here, alright? All right, my friends, we are back from the little break we needed to take, but unfortunately, we're going to go ahead and end the session here tonight. I think next week what we'll do, we'll just come back with the refresh. Like we'll come back on the morning of, and then decide where we're going from here, and then just kind of let Alexander have time to mull over what he actually wants to do. But we're going to have a little conversation after the game. It's going to be all right, guys. Everything's fine. We will be back again. Let's see, Friday, 5 p.m. Central, where we have our open roleplay session. So I am recruiting this week, and I put a post note on Friday letting people know, like if they read this, at least they'll know, hey, this game is in the level 8 range almost. Like we're about to level up. And there's a lot of complications you're going to be dropped right into if you start playing with us. But if you're okay with that, know that we're going to start this over in December. So in December, we're going to reboot Friday. So if you want to start over at level 1, be there at the beginning of the game, work through another year of open roleplay sessions, then we welcome you to come in and be a part of the community and play with these players. But if you join us anytime before then, you're going to be in this higher level campaign, which might be fun for a lot of people. Who knows? But there will be a lot of complicated storylines that might not make sense. But just want to point that out just in case. Sunday is our open role play for sub only. Subscribe to the Twitch channel if you want to join us on Sundays. Make sure you join our Discord, !Discord. Connect your Discord to Twitch, and you can get sub only commands or sub only channels that are in our Discord. Monday and Wednesday, well, Wednesday's at 8 until we start up again, and Monday's at 7 p.m. Elsperia, Trails to the Past. We are in Corinthia. We actually caught our bounties, and we're about to go collect our rewards. So look forward to that, and we'll join these guys next week versus Strahd, and we'll see how they deal with their new fate that they've been handed. Other than that, my friends, say good night to Twitch and Facebook.
Good night, Twitch. Good night, Facebook. Yeah, be safe, guys.
Good night, everybody.
Good night and sleep well.
And I will finish off the Stream Raiders. So if you're not here to watch it, just keep an eye. We will get that finished. Keep putting those troops down. And we're going to go raid Drake and Memoria, our usual haunt for Wednesday. So make sure you let them know. Ask them, do they hear the calling? Use those emotes. And we'll see you over there. So stay tuned for the raid.